This is the video on the 1989 Polaris Trailboss 2-stroke 4x4 edition. And we're making videos on the actual crankcase, how to take it apart and put it back together. So this is the breakdown on the crankcase. Okay, this right here, that's your piston, obviously. This is the gears, or not the gears, the I want to call them lifters. I don't know, that might be the correct term. On a car, that would be a lifter. Basically, let's see if I can show you how this works. Turn this thing around here. Okay. Kind of give you an idea of what a motor actually does on an engine. And your piston goes up and down. It's your rocker, and it rocks, and it catches friction from the magnet on your magneto while it's spinning. Anyway, so you see how the mechanism works. So basically what I've done is I've broke it down, I've polished it. So if you can see it. This was all like something that's, well, I mean, look at it. This is what came out of that thing. It looked like that, like just, it was terrible. But anyway, so this is the actual breakdown. How I took this out, I took all these screws out, right here, all these screws, and then I tip it over. I grab it by the shaft right here, and then I tap on the starter, just right here, on this solid piece, because you don't want to break the thing. So I tapped on this a little bit, then I just tap a little bit, but I tap it all the way around. This is also your oil pump, which I did take it apart and cleaned it out. It was kind of dirty and clogged up. So you take and just keep tapping all the way around, and eventually, you know, first you take the screws out and then you tap it all the way around. Eventually it pops out. It locks on this thing. Now I've already done this one time. I took it apart, so that's why I know what I'm doing here. But it sits right on this thing right here. This is a bearing, okay? Nice and tight down in there. The seal's got to be changed, so right here you have a seal. It ain't even coming out. Actually, I got it glued back in there. That's right, because I wasn't even going to change it, but it definitely needs a seal, so I'm going to pull that out now. I'm buying the whole rebuild kit. But yeah, it slides down in there and it sits right on that. It also has a little spring here, which was right where it's at. So I guess that's where it stays. It's like some kind of, I don't know if it's like a gasket to it or whatever, but yeah. So yeah, you want to break it down, clean all this up out of here. All that stuff. Spray it. I got a blower, I spray it all out. I can show you the other side. That's where your magneto goes. Right there, your stator, as they call it. Sits in there. Your wires, they go, where's the oil pump at? Right there, that's where your wires come in at. So it basically is going to sit like this right here. It's going to sit just like that. This is what you see on your actual motor, just like that. But on the other side, so I don't want to confuse you guys, so I'll show you. Right? Yeah. Wait. Yep. So it's going to sit right there like that. Okay. And then, so yeah, we're going to break this down. And be careful when you do this, because I got to get another one of these because of this. See that right there, that screw? I got wallered out. I needed to do this anyways. When you got an old 89 model, we're talking 36 years ago, I think it is. Yeah, 36 years ago. This thing is almost as old as I am. But yeah, when you're tearing it apart, you want to really pay attention. The best thing to do, if you can afford it, is go and buy the whole, go on Amazon or eBay or to the Polaris dealership and buy the bolts. Buy every one of them, because I've broken 2 bolts on this old motor already. And because I broke that bolt, I got the tap and die set, and I couldn't get that screw out, or that bolt out. So now I have to buy the whole half of the crankcase, which is cheap if you go online and buy it. But it's a rookie mistake. But yeah, buy all new bolts, everything. Make sure you buy the seal kit, the piston. So this is probably one reason why the thing didn't run either. Let me see if I can show it to you. There's a crack on this piston somewhere. There, wait, yep, right there it is. See right there? Has an actual crack in the piston. Which this was an old rundown machine that somebody gave me for pay because they didn't have money. And I'm a nice guy. So, but yeah, there it is.